Hello everyone, welcome to Get My Class. Today we are going to solve this question which says level of progesterone will be high enough at which of the following period of menstrual cycle? Option A throughout menstruation cycle, option B throughout the first trimester, option C during the first 15 days of pregnancy, option D during the second half of the menstrual cycle. So let us understand the question. It says the level of progesterone will be high enough at which of the following period of menstrual cycle? So now let us understand what is menstrual cycle. Menstrual cycle. This is a reproductive cycle. This is a reproductive cycle which occurs in the primates, the female primates. Okay. Now, Now, this cycle, it has four major phases. The first one is menstruation phase or menstrual phase, okay, during which expulsion of the endometrial layer occurs. In case of if the ovum is not fertilized, once it is released, then it happens that the endometrial layer will be sloughed off, as well as the blood capillaries which are ruptured during sloughing of the endometrium, that also will release lot of blood, okay, in the internal region. So what happens? This blood as well as the tissue, everything gets expelled during menstrual phase. The second phase is called as the follicular phase. Follicular phase, where there is maturation of the follicle, okay, and there is formation of the Graafian follicle. And there is formation of Graafian follicle. And this Graafian follicle consists of the ovum. Okay, it consists within it, it has ovum. Now, that is the third phase is called as the ovulatory phase. Ovulatory phase. So as the name indicates, ovulatory means it is release of the ovum. So ovulation occurs, okay, release of this ovum which is there within the Graafian follicle. The Graafian follicle will rupture and it will release ovum. Okay, that's why it's called as ovulatory phase. Once the Graafian follicle rupture, it gets converted to corpus luteum, and that is called as the luteal phase. Luteal phase. And during this phase, as I told you, the Graafian follicle, it gets converted into corpus luteum. Corpus luteum. Okay, luteum. Now this corpus luteum secretes high amount of progesterone. So as to maintain the pregnancy if the ovum gets fertilized, as well as to build back the endometrial layer which was lost during the first phase. Okay, so this phase is actually, it comes in the second half of the menstrual cycle. Okay, and hence we can say that progesterone level is very high or at the peak during this time. Okay, so let us look into the option. Option A is throughout the menstrual cycle. No, because in the beginning there is no production of progesterone by corpus luteum, hence it is ruled out. Option B, throughout first trimester. Trimester speaks about pregnancy, right? So pregnancy. So this corpus luteum is formed during the menstrual cycle itself. Okay, and hence at that particular time during the first few days of pregnancy, or you can say during the last few days of release of the ovum, that time the progesterone will be very high, and not during the first trimester. They are mentioned throughout. It is not throughout first trimester of the pregnancy. Hence, it is good. Option D says during the first 15 days of pregnancy. So again, it is there. Production of progesterone is there, but not at the high level, not at the peak. Hence, it is ruled out. Option D is during the second half of the menstrual cycle. That is the correct answer as per our discussion. So let us conclude the answer. The answer is option D. I hope you understood the explanation. Thank you, everyone.